Hey everybody, it's your maniac from Portland, Maine, Tim Miller, and I just wanted to show you guys what my ride is and what I like to do with it around this time of day to get her nice and clean. I drive a 2011 Toyota RAV4. I wash it at least once a day. I suggest any driver, especially if you're new. You don't even have to be new. Washing your car is pretty important. In between washing my car, I like to use brushes instead of a vacuum for the floor. So I've got one for the floor here. It's supposed to be used, this type of brush, for cleaning, but I like to use it for floor, for scrubbing the floors. I can't even find my words right now because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I gotta get back on the road. But I wanted to show you guys real quick. This works really good in carpeting. Here, we'll show you. We'll use my fancy Uber lights. You see, got my rag over here for my to wipe down the surfaces using my imitation Armor All, which is right here. I was poor last time, so I got my imitation Armor All from Dollar General, which is right across the street over there. So yeah, that's what I like to use. It keeps my surfaces nice and shiny. As you can see, I like to keep my car super clean. The RAV4 actually makes a great rideshare vehicle. A lot of people think that it doesn't get good gas mileage, but it does. I would say I get between 20 to 25 miles a gallon. Yeah, so as you can see, I got my amp for LYFT, and there's my Toyota emblem. A lot of people think that this car is a lot newer than it is. It's a 2011, but I like to keep her nice and clean. I wash her just about every day. Even if it doesn't really look like it needs it, I still wash it. I mean, there are days that I skip. I've got a few dents in it, but this dent over here was not my fault. Girl turned into me. We settled outside of the insurance company. The girl, I felt bad. She turned into me as I was trying to pass her one night. She didn't know where she was at. She was from out of town, and it worked out well. So I got my mats out here too, and I always keep those nice and clean. You want to make sure that when your riders get in, that your vehicle looks nice and clean. Because who in the heck wants to get into a dirty vehicle? I know I don't. I've yet to take an Uber or Lyft myself. I've ordered one for my friend. But if I did get in, I would definitely want to keep it nice and clean. So as you can see, I do keep it nice and clean. I bought this car used we're going on 3 years now. And before, I just used it for my regular job when I was a social worker. Yes, I was a social worker, and I used to drive around clients when I needed to. But now I drive around y'all. And so yeah, this is my 2011 RAV4. You can tell she's got some fingerprints on it, and that's the thing, you also want to keep, and there I am right there with my new Batman shirt. So you want to keep even the windows nice and clean afterwards. Or if you can't keep them clean, if you can't get them, the car washed, you can't get them washed, at least use some Windex. I've got some Windex in the back here. And even after you wash, you might still want to use some Windex. Now, I know that some of you guys are probably like, yeah, okay, Tim, we know this. We're experts at it. You're just regurgitating stuff that we've done. Well, I wanted to give it from my perspective. So, and the other brush that I use for the seats is a smaller kind of version of this. And guess where I got them? I got them right over there. These work well. As you can see, I need to clean this one off a little bit. But this one's strictly for the seats, and this one's strictly for the flooring. You don't really need to vacuum as long as you keep at it. I sometimes vacuum, but you don't really need to when you got these, and you save yourself a little bit of money. So that's probably my tip of the day. Use brushes. It works well. All you really do is, I'll show you guys, you get a little bit of dirt to the edge right here. And when you get it to the edge, you just flip it out, see? Right onto the ground. And you might get a little bit on your pants, but oh well. It works out. So I am gonna, also, you can see a stain right there. I'm gonna take a little bit of Windex, and you'd be surprised, the Windex will get that nice and clean. So this is probably like a sweat stain, or it might be from when I was sprayed, when I was using petrochemical air sprays. I had a doctor, you guys, get in, and she gave me a really wise lecture on not using things like the Glade and Febreze air thingamajiggies that you stick in here, because guess what happens? They can give you headaches. So I've been going with this stuff right here. It works well. It's called Ozone, and it's an air sanitizer, and it doesn't have all those nasty petrochemicals. And I mean, I've looked at the ingredients, and it doesn't look like they're petrochemicals. If there's petrochemicals in here and I'm a complete idiot, let me know, guys, but I'm 100% sure. And it eliminates smoke and malodors. Let's see, the active ingredients, I don't think is in petroleum. Let's see. Anyway, can't get that to focus. That seems to be working out well. Have yet to get a headache from that. But the good doctor, it was funny. She got in, she was talking, and she sounded like a nurse. So I said, hey, you're a nurse, right? And she's like, actually, no, I'm a physician. I felt about this high, and I apologized. But she was like, oh, that's okay. But it was a great conversation, because I learned something that I didn't know, that petrochemicals are inside air fresheners. They can make us sick. And she told me that petrochemicals and actually chemicals that are in our environment are the number one things that make us sick. And we don't know this, but it's because of the unregulated system we have in the U.S. It's kind of sad, but that's what's going on. I'm not surprised. So, this is your maniac from Portland, Maine, saying, I'm going to get back on the road and clean my car. Well, I'm going to clean my car first and then get back out on the road. It'd be kind of hard to get back out on the road and clean my car. Although I've tried doing that before. Not wash it, but clean the interior. All right, guys. You have a great day. And like, share, subscribe. I need to get more people to do that. It'd be nice. And I'm going to keep making videos until I get more subscribers. All right, guys. This is your maniac from Portland, Maine, Tim, saying we'll see you out there.